Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Boo Nation Plays Football Manager 2017, American Manager in London. Here we are, Season 5, the three-quarter season update. Let's go to the home screen for a change, because this actually has all the information that we'll ever need. And I never go here, but you know what? It's going to change, starting right now. So if you look at the table, you can see that we're in a wonderful second place here. Only 2 points out of first, which means automatic promotion to the next level. That would be pretty cool to get there, but Eastbourne Borough's playing well. They're a tough team to beat this year. So, anyway, we're in good position. We'll hopefully minimum make the playoffs. If we dropped out of the playoffs at this point after 31 games, I think it would be quite a fall for us. We have a lot of new records going on. Look at our emails here. We have a lot of, well, where'd those emails go? Let's see. Anyway, let's go back to the home screen. We'll check out those emails at some other point. We can look at our top players right now. Goal scorer is Adadaji with 20 goals. Highest rated average is Adadaji with 7.28. Most assists is Cameron Allen with 8 assists. Best pass completion, Tristan Abrams. That's a bit of a surprise, but 82% for him. And then most player of the match awards is Adadaji once again, with 6 man of the match awards. Now, if you look at all of those 3 players who got the best players of the season so far, you'll notice they're all strikers. So our 3 striker formation is working pretty well, getting those basically our best players on the field. Then, of course, we got yellow cards. Thompson, our ball-winning midfielder. That's not to be unexpected. And then, of course, Luke Rumble in the jungle with 2 red cards. In terms of league stats here, 31 matches played. We are first in goals with 53. Third best in goals allowed with only 31. 54 yellow cards, which is 5th highest, and I'm okay with 5th highest. I kind of expected us to be first, but I guess our guys have been playing discipline, so that's good. 3 red cards, which is 4th highest. That's not terrible either. What is terrible is our average attendance, only 213, 21st highest in the league. How many teams are in the league? 22. So we're slightly better than somebody on this list. That's no good. The board job security is, of course, through the roof, 75%. Don't need that. Buzzing noise. That's no good. Competitions is what they're very excited about, 79%. Club finances, they're kind of through the roof, 87%. It's kind of weird because they won't pay for anything, so maybe that's why they're so happy about club finances. They're like, we don't have to pay for anything. We're not going to pay for anything. But anyway, club philosophies, they are also very high at 80%. Club finances, which they're so happy about, it's up and down month to month. We have $165,000 total balance, which is down a little bit. We were above 200,000 at one point, so we've been slowly losing money this season. Payroll is just a little bit too high, even though we're nowhere near the budget. We still have 75,000 left of the budget. Anything else we should look at of interest? McEwen is injured. He's really our only substantial injury, and that's fine. We don't need him that much, if at all. We can take a look at our recent schedule, see how we've done. Now, since the sort of humiliating loss in the FA Trophy 4-1 to Bishop Stortford, we went on a little bad run there. It sort of affected team morale. Lost to Whitehawk, lost to Hampton and Richmond, lost to Eastbourne Borough. That was an important game. We should have and could have won. But after that, had a team meeting. Spirits got up a little bit, and we've been on a much better run. Beat Hungerford 2-0, tied Bromley, beat Bath. So 2 home wins and 1 away draw. That's pretty good. I don't think you can ask for much more than that. Up next, we've got Kingstonian. I'm not sure who exactly these guys are. I don't know if they've been in the Vanarama South all this time and I've just never paid attention to them. competitions, senior squad. I don't know how to check out their history and see where they've been. They've won the English Isthmian League First Division South. Okay, so I don't know. I guess they've been in the Venorama for a while. Oh, I see. No, they were in the Isthmian League for a while, and they just got promoted. Yeah, in the 2019-2020 season. Okay, that's good for them. So that's why I haven't really paid much attention to them. They haven't been in the Venorama ever before. Venorama South, anyway. Anyway, who cares about them, right? Let's continue on. Let's get to, I guess we'll just go straight to the match. I don't know what else to look at this point other than we're playing well. We have been playing a few different players recently. That 3-1 victory, we played a very, very rotated side just because we had a bunch of people who wanted playing time. So I guess we'll keep them in and let them play another match. It's another home game. I think we'll go counter this time around just because we have such a rotated side going on right now. I just want to play a little conservative off the start and see how that goes. Let's put these wingers back in support mode. The Quinn brothers, they've been playing okay. You know, they're not blowing me away at this point, but they're doing all right. The kids are all right, as the Who might say. Anyway, so we have some new guys in there. Bangera Williams, Mr. Mustafa, he's been asking for playing time. He's pretty good. He was an off-season pickup for us. Just didn't play much. He's okay at the right fullback. Shane Swomi, another guy we just sort of, a 19-year-old, brought him in just because he had potential. So I guess we'll put him in there and see what he's got. 6'4", pretty good strength, pretty good jumping ability. He could use some help on the technical side of things. He's got really good teamwork and work rate, so he's at least not going to be lazy back there on central defense, but he is only a 1.5 star dude. Then, of course, I mentioned the Quinn brothers at the right and left wing. Albie Hopkins, one of our off-season pickups, a guy who he's just been squeezed out of the rotation. Not because he's a bad player, just because he's not the best player. But he's been asking for playing time, so we got him in there. And, of course, Luke Rumble has always been asking for playing time, but now he's kind of putting his foot down. So I'll put him in there, see what he can do. He's played okay. Then the last guy in that vein is Charlie Culver, another young defensive player. 6'5", 12 strength, 13 jumping reach. Another big guy, another physically strong guy. So he asked for some playing time off the bench, so happily give him that. Jake Dunwoody's a guy we promised some time to, but there's just no room in the lineup for him at the moment. Maybe I could play him for Hopkins. Hopkins played last game. We'll put Dunwoody in there. Keep Rumble at the ball winner. Right, yeah, those two guys, they switch in and out. All right, so Dunwoody for Hopkins. That's fine. Of course, Shea Yates still on the team. Still playing off the bench. Doing okay in the under 23s. Our under 18s are like at the top of the league. So that's weird. Don't have any regular players who are 18 or under, so they're doing it all on their own, making their way in the world today. Okay, we'll close down on their attacking players, and I guess close down on Leia. Anybody else? Might as well close down on Westbrook, I guess. Let's see. Tell them to pick up where they left off. Sure, can we do that? We have a chance at the top spot with a win here. That's interesting. We're the favorites, so go out there. Let's see if they react to the top spot situation. Leighton definitely wants the top spot. Anybody else? Not really. Alright, let's start the match. Let's get moving. Another lovely, lovely home match at Lansing United Stadium. Our little neighborhood here. There's a corner store that everybody goes to over there. Not a lot in the way of hot dog vendors. But, you know, it's a nice little neighborhood we're in. I think we're still in Croydon. Not sure about that. Have to double check. Anyway, there's our new man, Dunwoody. Nice play out wide to P. Quinn. He gets a little aggressive there. Doesn't get it to our striker, but I like the aggressive play. Here we go. Quinn on the free kick. Lobs it in. Rumble! No, get there. Somebody get there. It's quite a crowd of players around that ball. Let's see if Williams can clean up the mess here. He's gonna send it forward to Leighton, and the attack continues. Leighton's just gonna fire it downfield, then wins it back. Ooh, Rumble, bad pass. Maybe Dunwoody wasn't aggressive enough on that. It's like, in basketball, when somebody passes you the ball, you're supposed to go towards the pass. To make it an easier pass for who's ever passing it, less likely to get intercepted. I don't know if that's the same way in soccer, but I assume it would be similar. Allen, there's our man with the assist to Adadaje. Oof, man, he rifled that one. Let's see if our leading goal scorer can get another goal, add to his tally. I think he's our all-time, I think this season is the all-time record for Lansing United. Previously, of course, it was Yates. Not sure how many he had. If he had 18, I think was Yates' previous high. To double check that. Dunwoody settles things down, gets it out wide to Quinn. Nice play long to Adadaji. Let's see if he can get it back to Allen. These two play so well together. There's Allen with the goal. They play so well together. And then when you put Tristan Abrams in the middle of them at target man, you saw that Abrams was 84% pass completion. That's because he's usually passing it to these two guys. So with those three out there in the three striker formation, it's pretty formidable offense. But these two on their own, they can do it as well. So if we can get these wins playing our second team, I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, it's not exactly a second team, but it is a little bit of some guys who haven't seen much playing time this season, at least not in the first team, mostly in the under-23s. I think our under-23s would be doing better than they are. I think they're mid-table. But I got a lot of first-team guys who play on the under-23s quite a bit, so I don't know what the deal is there. Maybe it's the coach. Might need a new coach down there. I'm not even sure who the under-23 coach is, or if we have one. Am I the under-23 coach? I'll double check. Bowman. That was a little bit trickier than it should have been. It was like it was curving away from him there. It was a good shot. Freestone with the corner. Quinn gets it out of there to Dunwoody. Let's see if we can start the counterattack here. No. Dunwoody bonks it off the defender's forehead, but that causes an offside, so I guess that's okay. A little drink of tea there. Try not to cough directly into the microphone if possible. That's the thing about Quinn. He's a big dude with very good heading. It's interesting for a winger to have that talent. I don't know if you remember all the way back to the preseason video. That's one of the reasons I picked him up, because he had that sort of unique skill. So we could almost make him a wing target man. Could train him up as that. That could be an interesting wrinkle to our offense. But he's got speed as well, so he is a good winger. It's just, I don't know if I have time to develop all of these guys. Here we go. There's the other Quinn to Adadaji. Oh, what a shot. Leaning back, sort of a off the balance strike there for his 21st goal of the season. Now there's the younger Quinn, I believe, Paul Quinn, all the way across. And there's Adadaji with the leaner trick shot almost. Very, very good strike. All right, so that puts us up 2-0. And again, I mean, this lineup, what can you say? They're not just winning, they're sort of dominating. And this is just on the counterattack. It's not like we're going full on attack or anything like that. It's just those two strikers are so good together. All you got to do is get him the ball in some sort of position to score, and they'll usually come up with it. As you saw, we're first in the league in goals. Suomi, nice little tackle there, but didn't get back in position. And Bowman has been a huge backstop. There's no doubt about that. He's one of the best goalkeepers in the league, if not the best goalkeeper in the league. And he stops a lot of one-on-one shots. Very happy with his progression. I mean, it's pretty much nullified our old goalkeeper, Big Bank Hanks, who was our goalkeeper for the first 3 seasons. But I mean, you got to go with the best guy, right? Got to go with the guy who produces. I'd like to get some fans. So hopefully if we get promoted this season, we'll get some fans in these stands. It just looks so pitiful. Would help our financial situation for sure. Because we had that one game, very first game in the new stadium where we had 2,000 fans. And we've basically been living off of that for the next couple of seasons. In terms of that's our, ooh, this is dangerous, and they scored. They got one back. Defense got a little lazy there. Crooks. I mean, this was just sort of it was a good entry pass, but then, I don't know. Defense didn't look too enthusiastic going in there. So let's give them a pep talk. Assertively tighten up. Alfie Crooks is getting too much space. Yeah, you could have told me that before, so we'll close him down. Maybe. There he is again. There's that man, Crooks. He's going right after Suomi, so we might have to take Suomi out, but I don't know that I have a ton of options. Could move Leighton down to central defense. What are our options as reserves? We got Culver, Adams, Stewart. So we could put Stewart in at left wing and move Leighton down, replace Suomi. Or we could just put in Culver. I don't know what sort of improvement he would be over Suomi, other than Suomi is nervous with low determination. I don't know about this. Can't give him an individual talk, so let's pep talk. Passionate, things are going well, but you're capable of even better. Defenders, assertively. You need to calm down. Ooh! Okay, that was no good. That was a disastrous halftime pep talk. Should have just subbed out the one guy having problems. Alright, so there was their first possession, just sort of a wild shot. Alright, let's see if we can get him on the counterattack here with Quinn. To Dodgy. Back to Dunwoody, back to Quinn. Down the sideline, come on, get it. There we go. Dodgy's in trouble here. He's triple covered, but he gets it to Allen. Ooh, the shot's blocked. He did find his partner, though, so that's good. You know, even though he was triple covered. Looks like that's going to be their MO here, is cover our strikers, which is a pretty good idea against us. Williams going to clean up the garbage again in the back. There ends that highlight. Looks like our guys have listened, and we got a little more pep in our step this half. That was a terrible pass by Quinn. Vint cleaning things up on the back line. Suomi looks a little out of position again. All right. We're not gonna stick this out. We're gonna sub out Suomi, bring in Culver. See if he can perform a little better there in that back line. I just don't like all the chances they're getting right up the middle. See if Culver can close that down a little bit better. Kingstonians, they sub out Lee. That's fine. I don't like these long build-up highlights unless we get the steal in the counterattack. It's a little bit nerve-wracking when they get this kind of possession. I'm not stuck in at the moment. Might want to do that so that we get some more steals. Alright, here's our first. He did go right around Culver too, so we'll get stuck in. See if that'll shake up their possession a little bit. Quinn with the header, but they get possession right back into the box. Don't like this. Get that steal. There it is. Williams, nice steal. Alright. This is what I want to see. I want to see that clock turning. Quinn gets the ball stolen, and then he fouls that guy, but no call. It looks like he injured him. Quinn, you brute. See if you can take advantage of it. Nope. Somebody get him the ball. Again, I always compare like basketball terms, but Culver, where were you? What were you doing? You were like playing defensive midfield. My man, you got to stick to your spot. Stick to positions. Come on, people. Tried to get the ball to Quinn out there. Didn't work. But yeah, so in basketball, when a player goes down, you try to get the ball to the guy that he was covering, just because he's likely to be wide open. It's not very sporting, I guess, but you know, until the ref blows the whistle, you got to play on. There we go. Vint cleaning things up. Firing downfield. Here we go. Rumble. Nope. Oof. Our back line is just so out of position, and they cost us a goal. What is up with these guys, man? I guess we've been playing flexible position, flexible formation or whatever. Yeah, that's our problem. Alright, so 2-2. Here we go. Quinn to Quinn. No good. Is that the right Quinn? I think T Quinn is... Oops. So many highlights, I can't even look at the guy's stats. Alright, are they going to get a build-up or is that a steal? Oh, come on, Rumble, you could have stole that. Vint gets out-jumped. Oof. Bowman saves the day again. Instructions. Let's go narrow. Try to close down that middle of our defense. So that was an interesting deflection in our favor. Gets the ball to Allen. Let's see what he can do with it. Not much. Tries to get it down for Quinn, but Quinn wasn't paying attention. Alright. Got some tired guys out there. I'm going to sub in Adams for Quinn. Sub in Hopkins for Dunwoody. That'll be our 3 subs right there. Okay, let's stop this. Whatever, that looked offsides. Come on. Do not get a foul. Thank you, Vint. Thank you for not fouling. That's all we need is to lose on a penalty. There we go. Nope. Almost had the steal. Alright, our back line is staying in form, so that's good. Finally got them to be structured. Here come our substitutes. And You know, maybe we could risk going on attack for the last few minutes. Close down, sort of, I don't know, change the tempo on these guys and see if we can. Just see if we can get a little aggressive at the end of the game and get a goal. There we go. There's a Dodgy. Nope, he turns it over. Foul. Come on. No, they're gonna catch us on the counter attack here. Look at that. They got 3 guys rushing forward. Crooks. Oof, wide. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Got about a minute left. I think we're going to come out of this with a draw. There's a foul if I ever saw one. Come on, people. The refs are just not calling much at all. I don't think there's been a single yellow card. Haven't seen many free kicks. Quinn trying to get in there. Clean it up, Vint. Clean it up. Good man, good man. All right, less than a minute of stoppage time left. Bowman fires it downfield. Not gaining possession. Oh, Hopkins almost won it back. But Leighton with the steal. Yep, there he goes. Gets it forward to nobody in particular. Yeah, this strategy has not worked well at the end of the game. Hopkins, nice steal. Let's see if he can get it. No, he gets it to Quinn. Can Quinn fire it downfield? There's Allen on the run. See if he can make a play, find his teammate. No. Dangerous, though. We get a corner with about 10 seconds left. See if we get one last shot at it. One shot for glory. Here's Adams. Nope. And there's full time. All right. So we got out of there with a draw. I guess that's okay. Although it was a home game, we should have won. But simply put, that was not good enough. Continue to match analysis. A Dodgy with a goal, assist, 7.5 rating. But Crooks wins the man of the match for his 1 key pass and 2 goals. 8.8 rating. That's pretty good. Let's take a look at the full analysis. 20 interceptions by Vint. 12 by Bangara Williams. Good old Mustafa. Anybody else of interest? Dodgy with a goal. Allen with a goal. Rumble, 30%. 30% tackle. 1 ratio. That's terrible for a ball-winning midfielder. So I think next match we'll go back to our regularly scheduled lineup against 7th placed Canvey Island. Never heard of those guys either. I guess I'm just not paying attention to who's in the league these days. That's the one thing about this promotion relegation stuff that I'm not used to, is seeing different teams come and go from the league. We got the 1 point, so that brought us 1 point closer to Eastbourne Borough, so we're still right in there, man. We're now tied with Margate, though, so it's going to be a tight match going down to the wire here, down to the final 10 games of the season. So I guess I'll see you at the end of the season for the final wrap-up. And then playoffs. At least playoffs. If not, if we're promoted, then we'll have a bigger to-do, I guess. But if we're just in the playoffs, we'll have a short season end video and then a couple of playoff videos, hopefully. So until then, see you later. Bye.